I could feel. Hey everyone, welcome back for another video. Today I am taking you through my recently upgraded golf hitting mat. There's a ton of mats out on the market, and I'm not going to do a whole lot of why is this mat better than other mats, but I really want to make this video to show you why you should get the best mat you can afford for your golf simulator, especially if you're hitting off of concrete like I am. So I started off with the Go Sports mat from Amazon, and that one you can see linked in my link tree. It's a good mat, and I would recommend it if you're on a budget, but I did find that it was rather harsh, especially when you hit a fat shot. So I actually stumbled upon a better deal at my local driving range, and if you look at a lot of my videos, that's the mat I've been using. Again, little did I know that mat was actually worse than what I had before. It was only $50, and I thought, with that mat, I figured it's at a driving range, so it's, they're buying good quality mats, but it definitely wasn't, and I know why it was $50. I ended up really getting some elbow pain over here. I mean, partly because of my swing, but also partly because of the mat. There was really no padding underneath it. It was just really, really not good, but, I had spent the money on it, so I used it for a while. And I think when you have a golf simulator, you golf a lot more than you ever would normally golf. So I'd come down here every night, hit 50 to 100 balls. Sometimes, if it's on a weekend or if I had more time, I'd be down here for 2-3 hours. And that actually adds up a lot on a mat. So you really need to get a quality mat. So I'm going to take you over, give you an overview of the mat that I have now. I picked it up from 24/7 Golf, bought this with my own money. If you are interested in one, you can get $100 off using my promo code. I'll put that on the video and in the description. I think it retails for $629. But if you do end up buying one, you'll get a little $100 off, and I'll get a little commission off of that. So I'm just going to be upfront about that. But I did buy this mat myself, and they also supplied the enclosure right here, which I have a couple of videos on that. But this mat, I used it. I just got it this week. I had some buddies over. We all used it. It held up extremely, extremely well. The 4 people hitting off of it. And I'm going to take you through why it's good. Okay, so here it is. It's a really good size. I think it's about 5 feet by 5 feet, and I'll put up the exact specifications once I measure it. But there it is in my setup. There's my enclosure. And then let's just kind of zoom in here. We'll go down. Just look how thick that is. I'll get the ruler, but I think it's probably about an inch or so thick, and I'll let you guys know the exact measurements. And then the bottom, it's just this foam, but it stays really, it doesn't move once it's there. And then the last cool thing about this mat is you can actually put a real tee in it. So let me grab a tee and I'll show you. All right, so we've got a tee. Here it is, just a wooden tee, plain tee. Put it right in. There it goes. Put the ball on. There you go. Look at that. Sitting up nicely, and you can put it anywhere. So I like that. I don't have to use those rubber tees anymore. I can use this tee, which is awesome. So there you have it. That's the mat, and I'm going to take a couple swings with it now just to show you how it is and provide some real-time feedback. So we're just going to use an iron because I think that'll be more helpful. We're just going to go with an 8 iron, I guess. 8 iron. And we're using the Garmin R10. Obviously, you guys are familiar with that. Okay. And I'll put up the screen so you can see the shots that I'm taking. So this is the first swing of the day. I haven't taken any swings yet, but I hit that one fat actually. And I could feel it right down here. The iron kind of gets grabbed by the turf, which is, obviously what would happen. Yeah, I only went 70 yards, which is obviously what would happen if you were out on the course. Yeah, so again, not a full swing, but, nothing's moved. I'm not hurting myself. I'm comfortable. It's really soft. You kind of sink down a little bit. on the mat, which is really nice. So I'll take another shot. I sliced that one, obviously. Yeah, so that's kind of what we're working with here. Let's take two more. Yeah, I'm not really doing full swings, just kind of giving it insight into how we're working with this mat. All right, let's try to really hit this one through. Yeah, so that one I really swung as hard as I could on that. I did slice it a little, but you know, I'm doing great. I'm not hurting myself. And once I put up the 127, so once I put up the comparison between this mat and the mat I was using, I don't even know the brand of that mat. It's actually pretty noticeable how bad that mat really was. So I don't know if this will help or not, but this is the mat I'm using. I would just want to say, make sure you get a good mat if you're going to build a golf simulator, especially if you're on concrete, really hard surface, really unforgiving. And I hope that helps. Remember to like and follow my channel, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what other questions you have about my setup, my mat, and any other questions you might have. And remember, leave a positive comment. So thanks again.